Project Mystara is proud to present the second episode of the Characters of Mystara series. In this episode, we take a look at the vulture-headed nagpa, Abatu. Abatu was introduced in Module X4, Masters of the Desert Nomads, on page 13. Abatu also appeared in Part 5 of the Voyage of the Princess Ark series, in Dragon Magazine 157. Abatu was born a human between AC 515 and AC 549. He was the crown prince of Varelia, a kingdom of the Vulture Peninsula of Devania. In AC 565, Abatu and his twin brother Lothair abducted their father and had him declared dead. Abatu then claimed the throne of Varelia, but was challenged by Lothair. During the War of Succession, Abatu summoned a Nightwalker that imprisoned his brother and then caused the total destruction of Varelia. An immortal curse followed that turned all Varelians into nagpas until the two brothers reconciled. The curse also caused the nagpas to be continually reincarnated after each death. This curse was probably laid by the immortal of death and reincarnation, Kala. Abatu has died and been reincarnated 3 times to date. His goal is to break the curse. He knows to do this he must reconcile with his brother. However, he does not want to reconcile and is seeking other means to break the curse. In AC 965 he met Haldimar of Harkon when the Princess Ark visited the Vulture Peninsula. Upon learning of the curse, Haldimar destroyed all records of it and quickly departed this arid land. Abatu had a ring of teleportation which he used to come and go from the flying city of Serene. He has visited Alphatia, Thyatis and the far reaches of Sind. Abatu has a bound tabby who steals items for him. Abatu has taken up residence in a ruined temple of the One Who Keeps Us, in the Sind Desert. Abatu has opened one of the sarcophagi in the anteroom. Abatu has defaced images and statues of the man-scorpion guardian and has placed a vulture-headed statue in the Hall of the Dead. Abatu has a mirror of sending, linked with the Master of Huel. Abatu knows of at least 2 other agents of the Master, the Black One of the Evil Abbey and the Malakaz of the Nemkin Alaka. Abatu has been supplying the Master with information and serving him in exchange for help, which he hopes will allow him to break the curse without reconciling with Lothair. Abatu knows his brother is held prisoner by the Nightwalker at the bottom of the volcanic-like mound in eastern Varelia. Abatu tries to keep his identity secret. He is conniving, treacherous and stops at nothing to reach his goals. Abatu senses when kin die. He then returns to Varelia to offer treasure in exchange for the cocoon of his kin. He then places the cocoon in a local cavern or dungeon for their reincarnation. It takes a nagpa 5 to 8 months to hatch as an adult from a cocoon, after which they remember their previous lives. Abatu is a 0-level nagpa and is 190 years old in his current incarnation. He is tall for a nagpa at 6 foot and he weighs 1,550 coin. He probably has natural infravision. He speaks his native Varelian, the tongue of his species, Nog, and he has learned the ancient languages of the Oltecs and Azkans. Abatu has above average wisdom and dexterity, and below average charisma. Abatu has a nagpa staff in which he has basic mastery. Abatu has skills in teaching, and knowledge of the histories of Varelia, the Great Waste and Serene. He has 9 hit dice, 50 hit points and an armor class of 3. He has the standard nagpa innate magical abilities usable 3 times a day: create flames, paralyze lawfuls, corruption, darkness and phantasmal force. Abatu carries a staff and has 5 gems worth 500 GP each in a small bag. In a typical day, Abatu studies, receives orders via the mirror of sending from the Master of Huel and carries out these orders. Every afternoon, Abatu daydreams for half an hour in a practice known as Hariwa. Abatu is aligned to the sphere of entropy, as evidenced by his summoning of a Nightwalker, the defacing of the lawful man-scorpion immortal iconography and his dive in the buried temple's infernal pit plan of last resort. Using Abatu in a campaign. Abatu is a difficult opponent. His corruption power will make all non-living objects useless within 60 feet, with magic items getting saving throws. At best this will enrage players as they lose most of their items. At worst, this will lead to a TPK. Throw in paralyze lawfuls within 10 foot and the paralyzing poison of his tabby. Fighting Abatu is a risky proposition. Abatu is suited to the recurring villain role, due to the reincarnation curse. In addition to encountering him in his buried temple base in the Great Waste, adventurers could encounter the hooded figure of Abatu on one of his journeys to Varelia. Adventurers going to the flying city of Serene may encounter Abatu or clues about Abatu from his visits there. After discovering that Abatu returns after being killed, PCs may look to find a way to permanently defeat him, a difficult task, as this can only be achieved through Abatu and Lothir's cooperation. This concludes our look at the Varelian Nagpa villain, Abatu.